feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for room. It's Washington. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to let it go. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. One of the storylines from last year, the tremendous turnaround that Colorado had. It went from 1-11 to 4-8 to 9-4. And you know the moment when you felt like the Buffs were different? When they came out on top in that matchup against Baylor.
Yeah, unfortunately, Baylor was kind of the catapult for them, right? Like they found a way late in that ball game. Probably shouldn't have won, but got the Hail Mary late. And you're right, Colorado went on a run. So I guess Jesse, they have Baylor to thank for that from a year ago.
They do, and Baylor's upset about that. They've been hearing about it all offseason leading up to this game specifically. It took magic. With Shedeur Sanders, with the Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. Those guys ain't around anymore. What can Colorado do today?
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cameron. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Made a defender miss. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a...
Max going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Colorado. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the point after is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the pressure. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. This time it's complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Washington.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here's the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And a return like that really is an impact-type play, but it's also a momentum shifter. This gives the offense so much more confidence now getting to start this next drive, deep in their opponent's territory.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got the tight end. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking for the score. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Let's go! Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. They'll try to pound their way in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. On the run, it's Wells. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. we're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons, and because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list, and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy, and so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Snagged out of the air. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buffs. A great catch and run for 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bears want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking for a gap. It's Welch. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. It's Welch. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Buffaloes have moved it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Salter. And wings it incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent. You've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a good idea for this defense. I would be covering him too, because he's already had a day's worth of yards. The big play out wide, man. They are finding him, and he's making productive plays. So good job by this defense recognizing that guy's not beating me anymore.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Lost one deep down the right side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
Timeout, Colorado.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the...
Reels it in on the left side. Had defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, that's one that got good coverage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so impressive when you get to watch versatile linebackers like this guy. Not only is he good against the run and can he go sideline to sideline, this guy can cover, and you saw it on zone defense that time, swatting it away on 3rd and long.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
He'll ride his man on the option. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miller. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. Finds his man. It's Miller. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, the defense is going to sit back in zone. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Salter. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Tackled there by the defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Hayden. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. He's going to take off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Cameron. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now this offense will take the field again. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few...
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Bucks. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know what he's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing.
Fires one high and deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little... He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Off the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offense. Looking deep down the right side. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's thrown another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation